Hi everybody, today's video is actually going to be showing one of the most basic skills that you need for having a baby is to how to change a diaper. So it seems pretty basic, which it kind of is, but if you've never taken care of a baby, if you don't have younger siblings, never babysat, never held a baby, you might not know how to do it. And believe me, there are plenty of people out there. My husband had barely even looked at a baby before we had one, so I made him get right in there, and he had to help right away. He actually changed our first daughter's first diaper, so I had to show him a little bit, but now he's good. So I think it's just an important thing to know, especially if you have never done it before. So this video is just going to show you the basic steps, and instead of showing you on my little infant daughter, I'm going to show you on these little anatomically correct dolls, because videos stay on the internet forever and I don't want her to be mad at me when she's 16, her naked body's on the internet. So I'm going to be showing you first on a little boy, and I'll show you the differences in a little girl. So this is our little boy doll. Now this is a size 1 diaper that's on him. If you have a newborn whose umbilical cord still hasn't healed, you don't have to use newborn diapers, and if you have a big baby, newborn diapers might not fit, but a lot of them have the little cutout at the top so it doesn't touch the umbilical cord. But the only thing you would have to do with the size 1 diaper is to fold it down, and I'll show you when we put the new diaper on how you would change that. So the first step is you want to move my legs out of the way. You want to take the old diaper off. But before you even do that, a good idea is to have the diaper already ready and to put it underneath them, just in case anything leaks out, or if they go while you're changing them, it doesn't get all over your pad or your floor or wherever you're changing them, it gets on the other diaper. So you just open up the diaper, and you can see there's these little tabs. Those are the back. That's how you know. So we're going to start by putting that under, but leave it open. Okay, so then you want to do the tabs. So the little tabs you want to undo, and then you want to stick it back to itself, because it'll make it a lot easier for wrapping it up afterwards if it's not just flying around and touching things and getting stuck to things. So it's just easier to do it that way. So you undo it, fold it down. Then as you are opening it, you want to bring their legs up. Now if you can hold their feet together with your thumb, your first finger, and your middle finger. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can just kind of lift them up and hope they stay there. The main reason to put them up is first to get more access to everything, but also so they don't stick their foot into their diaper. So if there's poop in there, you'll want to kind of gently wipe with the diaper so it gets most of it off, and it just makes it a lot easier for when you're going to wipe them. So you gently rub, especially with a boy, you want to do it very gently, to just kind of rub underneath their little boy parts and just do their little hiney there. And then you kind of stick it under them, so that way you can wipe and they're not sitting in it. So we're going to leave him here for a minute, which you wouldn't do normally because they might pee all over you, but just to show you the different kinds of wipes that I use. The first month or so, I like to use something that doesn't have any chemicals in it. That's just me. Baby wipes are completely fine. I just prefer to do it this way. So I got these washcloths on Amazon. I got like a 10-pack of washcloth packs. I think there's like 100 in each one or something like that. So they're just, a soft, like a paper towel soft material. And I wet it, and that's what I use to change them for like the first month or so, just so I'm not using extra chemicals. These are also good for when you're giving your sponge baths, so that way you can just throw it away after. Or if you're, as little burp cloths, you can use these for a million different things. So I just like them. So I just wet them, regular water, that's what I use. At nighttime, I'm too lazy to actually get up out of my bed to wet the washcloth, so I got these, which I had never known before, which I wish I did. They're called water wipes. I got them at Babies R Us. And they're basically all water. So it's basically the washcloth that I just showed you that's already wet. So I like to use these again, and you can see they're pretty much all gone because of the lack of chemicals. So then once I move to regular wipes, which if you don't want to move to regular wipes, you can always use the washcloths. It's just once they get, you know, really messy, you kind of like to use something that has a little bit of something in it to clean them instead of just wiping. So I use the 7th generation baby wipes. Those are my favorite. You know, it's up to you. Pick your favorite brand, but these are mine. So now, baby's been sitting here and would have peed all over the place by now, so you want to do this pretty quickly. So you take your wipe, whatever wipe you're using, and for boys or girls, you always want to go from clean to dirty. And on a boy, the cleanest part of them is the tip of the penis. So you would kind of want to separate the penis from the testicles, pull it up, and start from the very top. You would rub the top and rub down very gently. And then go around the base and then hold it up, and then you want to gently wipe the testicles. And the other important thing is to get underneath the testicles, because stuff can stay under there and you might not know it. Another area to do is the inner thigh. So especially with really chubby babies, you want to kind of separate them a little bit to make sure you got everything. And then finally you do their little hiney. So just wipe front to back. It's not as important in a boy, but you know, you get the idea. It's just easier, so you're not wiping it back up to the area that you just cleaned. Now, you know, depending on how much is in there, you might want to need, or you might want to use more than one wipe, but I'm just showing you for, you know, education purposes. So, the difference between the boy and the girl, which I'm going to show you, we're going to switch these for a minute. The little girl, which is where I have most of my expertise, is the whole thing has to be front to back. So the cleanest area of the girl is actually their urethra, which is the same for the boy, which is the hole that the urine comes out of, and that's towards the top of the little girl. So you want to kind of open their labia just gently, which are the outer flaps, and wipe gently down. Always front to back. I see a lot of people, they start front to back, and then when they wipe their butt, they start from the back and wipe up. And they might not think they're actually going into the vagina, but it can, you know, even if they're not going all the way up through the vagina, just wiping it up pushes it towards the vagina, and you don't want to do that. Especially since you started wiping from the vagina down, you don't want to wipe it back towards them. And I understand poop can go all the way up their back. That happens. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to get all over their clothes one day. It's just, you know, that's just what happens. But you'll want to hold them up, get a separate wipe, and wipe their back separately. So, we'll just leave our little girl here to finish our demonstration. So, once you have everything clean, you will take the other, so you'll have your wipe. You can put your wipes in here, take the diaper out, and just kind of leave it to the side for a minute. Put them down, open their little legs, and bring it up. Now, if they have their umbilical cord still attached, you'll want to fold outward. You don't want to fold inward, because then the outer part of the diaper is against them, which it's not really going to hurt them, but the softer part is on the inside. So it's better to fold down, like one little fold, all the way across. That way their umbilical cord is exposed to the air. It'll help it dry easier, and it won't irritate it. So this baby does not have their umbilical cord, so we're just going to leave it open. So you want to make sure that it's in line with their thighs. Have it completely open, and then you open the sides. Undo the little Velcros. Undo the little Velcro. And then you have a happy, clean baby. Now back to the diaper that you just changed. You want to pick it up and fold it in half And this is where it's good that you folded these down, because now they're on the outside, they're not stuck on the inside. And then you can bring it over, open it, bring it over, and you have a nice little package that where everything is inside and you're not touching it. So those are the main points of the diapers. I'll probably make a new video soon about how to do cloth diapers. Now they're all different, but I'm going to show you my favorite, and I'll show you how to use those, how to wash those. I'll make a whole little video of that. But that's it for this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and that's it for today. Thanks everybody.